Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. I want to be candid and share something with you that happened almost 25 years ago that I've never forgotten. It radically changed my life. I was a 16-year-old pothead teenager. I'd been arrested 6 times, on probation 5 times. I was in state's custody getting ready to head to a children's home. And one day my stepfather and I, sad to say, had a horrible verbal and physical confrontation. My mom called my grandparents. They rushed to the house. They picked me up. I had a garbage bag filled with clothes. I was done with life. I hated everybody and I hated myself. We got in the car. I put my earphones on, listening to my music. I was mad and upset. I always had a great level of respect for my grandfather, but that day he said something to me and I popped off at the mouth, and I could tell it stung him to the heart. We got back to the house. I sat on the couch. I was filled with rage and bitterness. I was just mad. I was an upset teenager that just needed somebody to love me and help me see properly in life. My grandfather walked back to his bedroom, and after he had been there for about 30 minutes, I was wondering where he was and what he was doing. It wasn't a time to take a nap. I walked back there sheepishly. I saw my grandfather sitting on the edge of the bed, and for the first time in my life, I saw him not just crying, but weeping. We're talking about a hardened man, a farmer, a World War II vet, a man that I never saw shed a tear, weeping on the edge of his bed. I walked in and I sat down beside him. I put my arm around him and I said, "Papa, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I know that you had my best interest in mind." And my grandfather was fiddling with a brown paper bag. And I could hear it over to his side. I could hear it rustling. And he pulled it out, and there was that bag. And he looked at me and he said, "Greggy," that's what he called me. He said, "You see this bag?" And he reached into that bag, and I'll never forget, he pulled out a pistol. And he held that bag and that pistol up, and I didn't know what was about to happen. And he said, "Let me tell you something." He said, "I love you so much that I would give my life for you." And I sat there in stunned amazement, staring at that gun and staring at that brown paper bag. He said, "I love you so much I would give my life for you." Let me tell you something. That was 25 years ago, and I never got over it. Greater love hath no man than a man would lay down his life for his friends. And I admire my grandfather, who, by the way, was the very first funeral that I ever preached at. I admire what he did. I thank God for it. I never got over it. It showed me something passionately about God, and that was this. My grandfather said he loved me so much that he would be willing to die for me. But you watching and hearing this video right now, look me in my 2 God-given eyeballs and you know something. Jesus loved you so much, he did die for you. It's not something he would do if he got around to it. Jesus died for you. Not because you were good enough, not because you were great, but because of his grace and mercy. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. He gave him for you. Romans 5:8, God demonstrated his love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, while we were in our rebellious junk, Christ died for us. So in essence, 25 years ago, as a 16-year-old teenager, a pistol and a brown paper bag and the love of my grandfather changed my life. Because less than 2 months later, I was converted to Christianity and my life has never been the same. So I wonder if you understand just truly how much Jesus Christ loves you right this very second, for no other reason that he simply wants to love you. And my grandfather used a pistol and a brown paper bag to not only reveal to me his love, but to show me just how much God really loves me. Because Jesus said in Luke 19:10, "I am come to seek and to save that which was lost." And some of you today, you need what I'm calling a brown paper bag moment of grace. Jesus loves you right now, just the way you are.